Welcome back, guys, to the F1 Championship Edition Career Mode. Yes, it is Silverstone again, and I'm just needing to, it's going to be re-uploaded, as you can see. Silverstone is. It's because I made a mistake by not saving it, and yeah, it was my mistake, guys. I do admit that. I made probably one of the worst mistakes I could have ever made. It's never happened before. First time it's happened. So yeah, let's we'll crack on with the race. What I'm going to try and do is I qualified 7th, but just so I'm not gaining anything on any during these races or anything like that, I'm going to try and finish in 8th position like we did at Silverstone. Well, with the first upload, the first video that I uploaded with it, because 8th position is where I finished in Silverstone, of course. So I'm not gaining anything on the drivers, whereabouts they was. So even if I lose the lead in the championship in this race, that's okay, as long as I'm not gaining more than getting more than 51 points after this race. So that's why I'm going to be trying to finish 8th, just to make it fair, so I'm not gaining anything. If anything, I'm going to be losing anything, because Michael Schumacher's just qualified in front of us. Yep, live from Silverstone, the British Grand Prix. There's the top 10. Yeah, and it's a wet race. It's a wet race, so I think I'm just going to have to try and push as hard as I can. I've just noticed it's a wet race. I'm going to have to turn my TV down. The lights are going out. They're out, and away we go here at Silverstone. And yeah, the first wet race that we've got in the F1 Championship Edition career. I can't see a thing of where I'm going. Nico Rosberg's right behind us. I'm going to try and get as far up the grid as I can until the last lap, and then pull behind. If I'm not behind already like now, that's going to be a penalty, isn't it? No? Right, we're in 8th position, so stay where we are if we can. But even if I don't score a point, even though I've scored a point in every Grand Prix so far, this is okay. Okay, never mind. Oh, come on, Raikkonen. Right, so that's the points finish gone, because I'm not very good at in the wet on this game. Look, it's a wet Grand Prix for the first time. I don't know if I can't see where I'm going. I'm not sure if you guys can, but yeah, it's a wet Grand Prix for the first time. I'm going to pit this time. I'm going to make sure I pit this time, yeah. Let's hope it doesn't stop raining by the time I make a pit stop, so. Which it won't do. Sliding. I've got a dry setup on. I wish it would have been a dry Grand Prix, but I'm not gaining anything here, so. Oh, no, Nick Heidfeld. No, I need to pit, mate. So we're not going to finish in the points today unless people drop out. I'm just not very good at Silverstone. It actually hurts me by not being able to get a points finish by the looks of things at the minute. Oh my god. But I'm happy that we got a wet Grand Prix. I'm going to need a bit more practice in wet though, to be fair. There we go, 8 seconds, so that's a 10th quicker than we did having the first race, so there we go. Let's hope we don't smack anything on his way out of the pits. As long as we don't finish last, I'm happy about that. But now we'll be able to see where we are going. But this mistake that I've done will not happen again, by the way, guys. Ooh. And I'm just looking to get out of Silverstone at the minute, so yeah. What else can I say? We're going to lose the lead of the championship by a big margin here. It happens though. Got some rebuilding to do before the end of the championship here then, by the looks of things, as Michael Schumacher heads for pit lane. He's clearly gone and jumped us anyway, but I needed to try and stay ahead of Rosberg, but I'm not very quick here. I'm not very quick, full stop, but But at least we can see where we're going. You know, grip level should be good and we can see where we're going, so... Yeah. Clean, Webber and Albers. Well, I should be able to get out at Albers, but... Whether... have I got... Okay, so our point... Well, we got Webber and Albers. But this race has taken a nosedive since it started raining. But we've got a wet Grand Prix. That's something I didn't take into account, but I wasn't going to restart it. We'll just have it as it is, so... Right, so we've been jumped by Christian Glean. Oh god, you're not going to be happy about that, Dave. But although he's not my teammate. He's not my teammate, so yeah. I know I'm a bit quiet during this race. I'm just trying to get the car to the end without smacking it into the barrier. We've got quite a few cars in the pits as I've run deep again. And Webber goes by, so... Oh, this race is going from bad to worse. We're going to be having a terrible finish today, guys. Yeah, so we're not gaining anything. We're losing out big time in this Grand Prix. But instead of keeping it going, trying to finish in 8th position, you know, by keep restarting the race, it's going to be what it is. It is what it is. It's just going to make the championship even more exciting. And even if we don't win the championship this time, because of this race, well, no, there's plenty of races that we're going to win. So, you know, I'm pretty sure we can win many races, to be fair, with this. And I'm just happy I didn't do Canada and save it then. Wait, I could have... Why did I not save it? You know, it was my mistake, I admit that. But yeah, I'm just happy to be racing. You know, well, hope you guys are okay with it. You know, I know it's not ideal and it was a bit bad mistake to make, but it won't happen again. Hope you guys forgive me for it. But yeah, this is... The thing is... I know this is going to sound crazy, but I'm happy to finish outside the points. Oh, there's going to be oil on the track. Really? The last thing I need negotiating a wet track is oil. There it is, we hit it. We're off into the grass. Okay, so we've got Takuma Sato right behind us now. Scott Speed is leading the Grand Prix. Wow. So, it's... Oh, no. Takuma, leave me alone. Rosberg's in 7th, yeah. Yep. Oh, no. I did that in qualifying and wrecked the car, so... 17th it is. Behind Antonio Liuzzi. And Mark Webber. And my main championship rivals, and if I'm not careful, Takuma Sato will be ahead of us. What is that smoke up ahead, or is it? Yes, there is definitely another car that's expired. There, we've avoided the oil this time. There's a car up ahead that has expired. I don't know whose it was. It could have been some. Well, it could have been one of the cars that are in the pits now. There's a Toyota and I think a Midland out. Yeah, that's what it was. It probably one of them too. Coming round for the Ferrari of Felipe Massa, starting last lap. The only good news about this Grand Prix is that Michael Schumacher's not going to be up front, and he was the one that won it in the last Grand Prix, of course, that I did upload. So, you know, the last British Grand Prix, so, and he was quite a few points off. But now with Alonso and Massa, there wasn't that far behind after Monaco. We started the last lap of the Grand Prix, us lot. Let's hope we can just get it to the finish here and secure this brilliantly wonderful 17th position. But because we've had so many incidents on the start, and yeah, I'm not very good in the wet. And I haven't got a setup for wet weather because there's no weather forecast in this game. It just rains whenever it wants. So yeah, I do apologise for the mistake that I did make and the terrible race. But yeah, it's his first non-points finish of the career, well, of the season, and it's to happen at our home Grand Prix in the wet. And Massa wins the Grand Prix. Oh great, that's exactly what we need. We definitely need less grip in these weather conditions. But we're still going flat through there, that's... Yeah, that's in Button 4th, Fisichella 3rd, Schumacher 5th, I think it's Raikkonen 6th. Whoa! Oh, there's oil. No, we can't finish 19th, come on, we've just... No, oh, no, what a bad Grand Prix. I'm glad it's over, to be honest. 18th position, there we go. That's it, that's that done. Massa, Alonso, Fisichella, Button, Schumacher, Raikkonen, Rosberg, Montoya have all scored points. Villeneuve, Trulli, and... Oh, we didn't finish in 19th. E-Day finished 19th. I was thinking we would have had a massive gap between Alonso and us, or the guys up it, but there it is. That's the first time we've not been on top of the championship since the start. And yeah, I am actually going to save it, and I'm going to save it on video. That's what I'm going to do every time. So next Grand Prix is in Canada. I could probably have an email saying that was a terrible race. An advert. No, I'm not going to go for BMW Sauber. No, where's the email inbox? Let's have a look. Below par performance, yeah. So let's have a look at our, is it information? Player stats. Yeah, that's where we meant to be finishing and qualifying, and we didn't do either of them. So Canada will be better. I'm pretty sure about that. So, oh, here we go. Save it. It won't happen again. I feel bad for you guys with that last race, but this won't happen again. I'll make sure of it because look, there we go. We've saved it. And yeah, the next Grand Prix, guys, is going to be in Canada. Let's just quickly check the drivers' standings again, because I know we already know the drivers' standings. But so we're 1 point behind Fernando Alonso. The first time we've not led the championship this season. And we're tied on points with Massa. Schumacher's 7 points back, and he's 8 points off the lead. And Fisichella is quite far back there. He's 21 off the lead, along with Montoya. Our teammate Button's in 7th. Raikkonen is in 8th. Rosberg gets his first points of the season. So the championship standings has changed. We are 1 point less than we had in the last race, which is okay but for me because, well, I'm not gaining anything. So I will move on to Canada. I'll make sure I'll save that at the end of it. I hope you guys will forgive me for that, and I will see you in the next race in Canada. Thank you for putting up with this mistake of mine.